Hi, my name is Ella Miller, and this is my second video for my activity log sheet for my speech. So here we go. Your alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. You get up, scramble to get ready, get to your 6 a.m. practice for about an hour and a half, get to your 8 a.m. class, take an exam, go to chapel, go to 2 more classes, get lunch, go to lift, go to team practice, go back to your room, shower, do a little homework, get ready, immediately go to bed so you can try and get enough sleep for your day, and then you go to sleep and you wake up and you do it all over again. That is the typical day for a student athlete in college. Why am I telling you about this? Because I am a college athlete here at Taylor University, so I know firsthand what it's like to be in a college program and be a student and athlete at the same time. Everyone has an experience with a college athlete, whether it's your teammate, your classmate, your friend, or your student. Sometime in college, you will run into or interact with a college athlete. So knowing their experiences, their excitements, their challenges, their struggles is important to know. So let's get into it. Like, what does this entail? So first, there's a huge transition from high school to college athletics and academics. The recruiting process is super important. A student has to choose their special school and where they're going to go to, and they need to check a lot of boxes so they can be able to be at that school for academics and athletics. South Dakota State University actually did a study that showed that there's lower academic progress compared to high school and college students. So most students, whenever they get to college compared to high school, they tend to perform worse in their academics, and that's obviously not good. So we need to figure out how we can get that transition better and make it more beneficial for these students so they can handle the college and sports better. So how do we make that better? It's the schedule. So this goes into my second point of time management. Time management skills is super important. It gets developed and formed when you're in college. For me, I found that to be true. I think I manage my time a lot better now that I'm in college, but it's still a struggle that many student athletes have to deal with. A journal article that I read I found that self-efficacy plays a huge role between physical and academic forces. They need to work together, and that can actually be really good and help manage your time skills better. So when you're forming these time management skills and figuring out your schedule, it's important to look at the balance. So balancing these academics and athletics is also a major part in being a student athlete. And there was an article that I read that was titled "The Unseen Struggles of a Student Athlete." And this article had a bunch of studies that talked about a whole lot of things that some people don't realize that student athletes have to deal with that. And one of the biggest things was sleep and pressure. Sleep, most student athletes don't get enough sleep, and when you can't sleep, your body can't recover and your brain can't recover in the way that it needs to. So you can't perform best academically and athletically, and that is not good, because as a student and an athlete, you want to do your best at both of them and perform the top that you can. So how can you get this balance better? Well, time management is one of the main things that I said earlier that can play a super big role in this. So to sum it all up, time management skills, the transition from college to high school athletics, and balancing both academic and athletic pressures is super important, and they're all aspects of something that a student athlete has to deal with, and I've definitely dealt with all of them, so can attest to that for sure. So next time that you interact with a college athlete, give them a fist bump, a word of encouragement, recognizing their hard work and efforts that they've put in.